The research at Imperial College Business School has changed innovation processes in one of the world's leading technology companies, IBM. By engaging with IBM through research, consulting, and executive education, the business school has impacted upon the way technologists are structured and positioned within the organisation, and helped shape IBM's capability to foster radical, client-centric innovation. When IBM continued the global rollout of 600 new client technical advisor roles, it was the research and consulting work carried out at Imperial College Business School which shaped their strategy and decision to do so. The origins of this journey can be traced back to 2005, when Professor David Gann, Head of Innovation and Entrepreneurship and Deputy Principal for Research and Business Engagement at Imperial College Business School, along with Dr. Lena Starlander and their team, embarked on a research project exploring open innovation.
This project was inspired by a big debate amongst academics and people in practice about what do we mean by open innovation. And there's already quite a lot of controversy about how businesses open up their research and development to new ideas that come from outside. We work with colleagues in IBM to frame some questions about how their senior technologists and engineers work and collaborate outside of the business and take ideas from other places like universities, research institutes, other companies, and work on those ideas and bring them back inside for research and development. We found that all of these distinguished engineers had very good relationships externally, but there wasn't really a common rhythm or pattern of how people were working and a consciousness about how to manage as a broker or a boundary spanner of those ideas.
As a direct result of this research, in 2009, IBM invited David and Dr. Ian Mackenzie to undertake a consulting project looking at how these findings could be applied to shape the innovating capabilities and technology brokering roles of their client technical advisors.
Now, this piece of consultancy work was all to do with a new role that IBM had created called the Client Technical Advisor. The idea behind this role was that these client technical advisors, who are senior technical people from IBM, would develop a close relationship with the senior IT professional at the client. By developing this relationship, IBM would be better placed to help that client because the client would better understand the range of technologies and capabilities that IBM had. So David and I were asked to see whether we could help develop a business case for the CTA role to help justify a widespread rollout for the CTA role.
But how could IBM ensure the potential for radical innovation that these roles created was fully realised? It was the result of the research and consulting project which led IBM to ask David and Ian to develop an executive education programme specifically for training client technical advisors. In 2011, IBM rolled out this executive education programme.
So we started to design the executive education programme. We needed to help give the CTAs what one might call a toolkit, but it would include some analytical approaches that they could use to try to uncover opportunities with the client. And the importance of having somebody who almost acts like a broker in the middle, again with IBM on one side and with the client on the other.
This program is a very good example of what executive education is about at Imperial. Firstly, it's about putting research into practice, first through truly applied consulting work, then by putting participants through a structured process of learning, knowledge sharing and experience transfer. It's about changing organizations, it's about facilitating that process, helping organizations evolve in the same way that their client needs evolve, all of which by capitalizing on the very latest research findings that we've developed over the years.
It has actually improved the way we work with clients. It has improved the way we actually engage with clients. It has actually helped the people themselves and the architects to broaden their skills, and it's actually helped them to innovate in the way they actually engage with clients.
We started off in this instance with a research question and a curiosity about how people worked. It led us into a very interesting piece of consulting work on strategy, which in turn led to a reorganization and a development within the company and a request by them for us to supply executive education. That really closes the loop actually between generating ideas, understanding how to implement them, and then helping a business put those ideas into practice. And that's what we like to do at Imperial College.